Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily English Studio. I'm Mira and I'm so happy you're here. Today we have a really practical episode, the kind of English you can actually use the next time you travel. We're going inside the airport.
Hi, Mira. Hi, everyone. I'm Kai. And honestly, this is my favorite topic. Because the first time I flew internationally, I was completely lost. People were speaking so fast, the announcements were confusing, and I didn't know what to say at the counter.
And that's exactly why we're doing this episode. By the end of today, you'll know what to say at check-in, at security, at the boarding gate, at immigration, even when something goes wrong, like a delayed flight or lost luggage. So Kai, are you ready to walk through the whole airport with me?
Yes, let's do it. Let's start from the moment I walk into the airport.
Okay, so you walk in, you find your airline, and you go to the check-in counter. The very first thing the agent will say is something like, "Good morning, may I see your passport and ticket, please?" Don't panic, just hand them over and say, "Sure, here you go."
That sounds simple, but what if I don't have a printed ticket? I usually just have it on my phone.
Great question. You can say, "I have my e-ticket on my phone, is that okay?" Almost every airline accepts that now. Just pull up the QR code or the booking confirmation and show it.
Got it. And then they usually ask about my bags, right?
Exactly. They'll ask, "How many bags are you checking in today?" Notice the phrase, checking in. That means the bags that go under the plane. The bags you carry with you are called carry-on bags. So you might say, "I have one bag to check in and one carry-on."
What if my bag is too heavy? That happened to me last time, and I was so embarrassed.
Don't worry, this happens all the time. The agent will say something like, "I'm sorry, your bag is over the weight limit. You'll need to pay an excess baggage fee or remove some items." A polite response is, "Oh, I see. How much is the extra fee?" Or you can say, "Can I move some things to my carry-on?" Both are perfectly normal.
That's so useful. I used to just stand there frozen.
Trust me, even native speakers have done that. One more important phrase. They might ask, "Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?" Window means next to the window. Aisle means next to the walkway. If you don't care, you can say, "Either is fine, thank you."
What about asking for a specific seat, like if I want extra legroom?
Just say, "Is it possible to get a seat with extra legroom?" Or, "Do you have any seats near the front?" Be polite, smile, and most agents will try to help you. And finally, they'll hand you your boarding pass and say, "Your gate is B12. Boarding starts at 3:30. Just confirm by repeating it back. B12, boarding at 3:30. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have my boarding pass. Now I'm walking towards security. This part always makes me nervous.
It looks scary, but it's actually very routine. The officer will say things like, "Please remove your laptop, your liquids, and your jacket. Empty your pockets into the tray." You don't usually have to say much, just follow instructions, but it helps to understand the words.
What if I have something I'm not sure about, like medicine or a power bank?
Great instinct. Just ask, "Excuse me, is it okay to bring this in my carry-on?" Or, "I have prescription medication. Where should I put it?" Officers respect travelers who ask politely instead of trying to sneak things through.
And if the machine beeps when I walk through?
Stay calm. The officer will say, "Please step aside. I need to do a quick check." Just say, "Sure, no problem." They might pat you down or scan you with a wand. It takes 30 seconds, and then you're done. The key phrase to remember is, "No problem, take your time."
That mindset alone would have saved me so much stress on my first trip.
Now you're past security, you find your gate, and you sit down to wait. This is where you'll hear a lot of announcements, and they can be hard to understand because of the speakers and the accents.
Yes, I always feel like the announcements are in a different language even when they're in English.
Listen for 3 key words. 1. Boarding. That means it's time to get on the plane. 2. Delayed. That means the flight is later than planned. 3. Gate change. That means your gate has moved to a different one. If you hear any of those, look up at the screen.
And what if my flight is delayed? Who do I talk to?
Walk up to the gate agent and say, "Excuse me, I heard the flight is delayed. Do you know the new departure time?" They'll tell you something like, "We're now boarding at 5:45 instead of 4:30. A natural response is, "Okay, thank you for the update."
What if the delay is really long? Can I ask for food or a hotel?
Yes, and you absolutely should. Say, "Since the delay is several hours, will the airline provide a meal voucher?" Or if it's overnight, "Will the airline cover a hotel stay?" Be polite, but it's your right to ask. The phrase meal voucher is gold. Write that down.
Meal voucher. Got it. What about when boarding actually starts?
They'll call boarding by groups. You'll hear, "We're now boarding group 1," or "Priority boarding only." Check your boarding pass for your group number. When it's your turn, walk up, hand over your pass, and the agent will say, "Have a great flight." Just smile and say, "Thank you, you too." Okay, you've landed in another country. Congratulations. The next step is immigration, and this is where a lot of learners feel anxious because the officer is going to ask you direct questions.
Yes. Every time, my heart starts racing when I see the officer. What kind of questions do they ask?
Almost always the same 5. 1. What is the purpose of your visit? 2. How long are you staying? 3. Where will you be staying? 4. Is this your first time here? And 5. Do you have a return ticket?
Okay, let's go through them. What do I say for purpose of visit?
Keep it simple and clear. Tourism, business, visiting family, or a short vacation. Don't over-explain. If you ramble, they get suspicious. Just 1 or 2 words is best.
And how long am I staying?
Just give the number. 10 days, 2 weeks, 1 month. Then if they want more, they'll ask. For "Where are you staying?" just give the hotel name and the city. Like, "I'm staying at the Hilton in central London." If you're staying with a friend, say, "I'm staying with a friend in Berlin," and have the address ready in case they ask.
What if they ask if I have a return ticket and I'm not sure where it is?
Always have it ready before you reach the counter. Pull it up on your phone. If they ask, you say, "Yes, I have it on my phone. Would you like to see it?" Confidence matters.
And then customs after immigration, right?
Yes, customs is about what you're carrying. There are usually 2 lanes, nothing to declare and goods to declare. If you only have personal items and clothes, walk through nothing to declare. If you have expensive electronics, large amounts of cash, or food items, you may need to declare them.
What if the officer stops me and asks to look in my bag?
Stay relaxed. They'll say, "Could you open your bag, please?" You say, "Of course." If they ask, "What is this?" just answer honestly, "That's a gift for my family," or "Those are my work clothes." Honesty and a calm tone are everything.
Okay, Mira, here's a real fear of mine. What if I get to the baggage claim and my suitcase never comes out?
This happens to thousands of people every day, and there's a clear process. First, wait until the baggage carousel completely stops. Sometimes bags are delayed by 10 or 15 minutes. Once it's clear your bag isn't there, find the airline's baggage service desk. It's almost always near the carousels.
And what do I say when I get there?
Walk up and say, "Hi, my bag didn't come out on the carousel. I'd like to file a missing baggage report." That phrase, "file a missing baggage report," is the exact one they expect.
Then what?
They'll ask for your baggage tag, the small sticker the agent gave you at check-in. Always keep it. They'll also ask, "Can you describe your bag?" So be ready to say something like, "It's a black hard-shell suitcase, medium size, with a red ribbon on the handle."
A red ribbon, that's a smart trick.
Then they'll give you a reference number and ask, "What's the address where you'd like the bag delivered when we find it?" Give your hotel name, address, and your phone number. Most bags are found within 24 to 48 hours, and they deliver them to you for free.
So I shouldn't panic.
Exactly. The key sentence is, "When can I expect an update?" That puts the responsibility back on them to communicate with you.
Okay. What about connecting flights? Last time I had a layover, I was so confused about whether I needed to collect my bag or not.
This is one of the most common confusions. The simple rule is, if you booked everything on one ticket, your bag is usually checked through to your final destination. If you booked two separate tickets, you have to collect your bag and check in again.
And how do I confirm at check-in?
When the agent gives you your boarding pass, ask, "Is my bag checked all the way through to my final destination?" That's the magic question. They'll either say, "Yes, it goes straight to Tokyo," or "No, you'll need to pick it up in Dubai and recheck it."
And what if my connecting time is short and I'm worried about missing the next flight?
Tell the gate agent or a staff member. Say, "I have a tight connection. My next flight boards in 40 minutes. Can you help me?" Many airports have priority lanes for connecting passengers, and staff will guide you if you ask. All right, you've made it through immigration, you've got your bag, you're walking out into the arrivals hall. The trip is almost over, but there's one more conversation, getting to your hotel.
Right, the taxi or the train. I always feel like the drivers are watching for tourists. They can charge double.
Smart awareness. 2 safe options. First, look for the official taxi stand. There's always a sign that says "Official Taxis," with a uniformed person managing the line. Second, use a ride-sharing app like Uber or your local equivalent.
And if I take a taxi, what do I say?
Walk up and say, "Hi, I'm going to the Marriott Hotel downtown. How much is the fare?" Always ask the price before you get in. If they say it's metered, that means there's a meter, and the price depends on distance.
What if they refuse to use the meter?
Politely walk to the next car. Say, "No thank you, I'll take another one." Don't argue. There are always more taxis. And if you take a train or bus, just ask information. "Excuse me, what's the easiest way to get to downtown?" People at airports are used to helping travelers.
Mira, this was incredibly useful. I feel like I just walked through an entire international trip without leaving the studio.
That's exactly what we wanted. Let's do a quick recap of the magic phrases. At check-in, I have one bag to check in and one carry-on. At security, is it okay to bring this in my carry-on? At the gate, excuse me, is the flight still on time? At immigration, I'm here for tourism, 10 days, staying at the Hilton.
And for problems, I'd like to file a missing baggage report, and will the airline provide a meal voucher?
Perfect. The truth is, airport English is just a small set of repeated phrases. Once you know them, you can travel anywhere in the world with confidence.
And to everyone listening, please don't be afraid to speak. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, people will help you. Just be polite, smile, and try.
That's the heart of language learning. So if you found this helpful, hit subscribe, share it with a friend who's about to travel, and let us know in the comments what topic you want next. Restaurant English? Job interviews? We're listening.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Safe travels, everyone.
Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.